It's time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides, from breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Thursday. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Glad to have you all with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish. Join us in the next hour and a half with the news meets the stories that matter to you.
Happy Thursday, Mai.
Happy Thursday. And thanks for twinning with me.
I love it. This was not planned. We just said pink. We didn't talk about what shade of pink.
Yes, and it's baby pink now.
Cute. So at least we're brightening up your Thursday. But something to brighten y'all up, I've been following Punch, Baby Punch the monkey. I'm obsessed with him.
We have all been following Punch.
Yeah, I love him so much. But you know, apparently
there's an update.
Found a girlfriend. Our Baby Punch has a girlfriend.
Let's show the girlfriend. This is the
so
live
shocked.
update.
Like in a good way, because apparently him and a female monkey have been bonding together.
Finally he has a new friend.
So at least I'm glad he's finally hanging out and being part of the group. And there's been like funny memes online.
I know, right? But this is the real thing. I'd like to show a picture. My friend bought the stuffed animal because of this whole... we just showed it. Look. Yes, I think she wanted the comfort animal, right?
It looks similar.
Orangutan.
The stuffed orange orangutan from IKEA, but this is from another brand.
But she said it's like a super fail. She bought it online. We were just laughing about this.
I actually want the animal. You know, it's sold out everywhere.
I know.
I've been trying to get my hands on it. So viewers, yeah, if you guys have it, let me know if I can find it, because we would love to have that comfort animal.
Tell us where to find it. Tell us what do you think of it. Tell us if you got the real thing or a dupe or a super fail dupe.
No, but going back to Punch's love interest, there was a funny meme. I hope we can show it. I sent the photo. People are commenting the girl is just with Punch because Punch is famous. So people are making so many funny jokes. It's hilarious. Well, if it comes up, but if not, we'll talk about it another day. But yeah, people are just very funny and witty. I love when the internet is like this, like very positive and funny lang.
Let's all keep positive, guys, especially in these times. And also, there's a brand new Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, I woke up, I saw Zendaya pop up on my feed and she posted the Spider-Man trailer. It looks amazing. We won't talk about it too much because that's going to be our entertainment part later, but it looks good. Did you watch it?
The trailer? Not yet. I'm
you'll
gonna
watch it
stay
later.
tuned for the entertainment news.
But this is the part where basically Peter Parker, just so you guys have a backstory, he had to like reset the world so everybody forgot about him. So he's watching his love, MJ, which is played by Zendaya, do other things without him in his life. So it's kind of sad, but I'm excited to see it.
Okay, but there's a lot of Spider-Man multiverses, right? So this is the newest installment, but still, we also have a lot of guests today. Very exciting show. We have Connh Cruz. She's also known as the modern nanay, and she will share with us her passion for cooking. She's famous for doing things bigger, right? Your favorite staples, the breakfast staples, but bigger.
I watched one of her cooking videos kanina. That's why I'm so hungry right now. And she had, like, you know, Spam, right? The luncheon meat. It's normally like this big. Her luncheon meat was this big.
Oh, I've seen
I said,
that.
Where do we get that? I need that. Like everything with her, it's like ×2. So I'm curious to know where she gets them from.
And
I'll
I'm
ask her that later.
excited to talk to her. We also have Lourd Ramos. He's back with us here on the Daily Dish. He's the famous celebrity hairstylist, and he's going to talk to us about colors for summer.
And not just colors. There's been some stuff online talking about how expensive it is to book a glam team. So we're going to pick his brain and talk to him about that and see what's happening in the glam industry.
He will certainly have a lot to say. He's going to weigh in on that. Stay tuned for those conversations, but first, the headlines. In today's headlines, transport group Bison begins its transport strike and vows to continue their protest until the palace hears their sentiments. The Transportation Department announces a 50% discount for all MRT3 and LRT2 passengers beginning March 23. The DILG is set to file charges against dozens of fire officials allegedly involved in the anomalous procurement of fire trucks. And later in the show, we'll speak with top food content creator Connh Cruz. We also have celeb hairstylist Lourd Ramos back with us here. Stay tuned for that. Transport Group Piston strike pushed through today. Jeepney drivers vow to continue their protest until Malacanang listens to their concerns given skyrocketing oil prices. Kumuha tayo ng detalye mula kay Chil Emprido ng Abante. Hi Chil, kamusta ang sitwasyon dyan sa Pasay City?
May magandang tanghali, pasado alas 5 kanina ng umaga nang simulan ng grupong Piston sa bahagi ng Pasay City at ilan pang lugar ang kanilang ikinasang nationwide transport strike. Ito'y para ipanawagan nga na solusyonan ang patuloy na pagtaas sa presyo ng produktong petrolyo at ang pagsuspendi sa VAT at excise tax sa langis. Ayon kay Wilfredo Caano, ang Vice President ng Mabini Divisoria Baclaran Jeepney Operators and Drivers Association, lugmok na umano ang Pilipinas dahil sa problema sa taas ng gasolina. Kung tutuusin, sila naman talagang mga POV driver ang ipit na ipit kapag nagtataas ang presyo ng langis. Pero pati taas pasahe na piso, isinuspindi pa raw ng Pangulo.
Excise tax, yan yung isa sa pahirap na nagbibigay sakripisyo sa taong bayan. Ngayon, kung magpapasaya natin, kung yan ay tatapyasin o tatanggalin, yung tax na yan ang mag-aangat sa kapwa Pilipino at sa mga negosyo na maliliit. Ngayon, hindi naman, kung pagpapasaya naman pagtaas ng pamasahe, kung lagi na lang gagano namin, gigit namin, hindi rin naman ibibigay ng gobyerno yung pagtaas ng pamasahe. Pag-aaralan pa.
May humingi naman sila ng paumanhin sa mga commuter. Iginiit ng mga tsoper ng jeepney na ang kanilang ginagawa ay para sa lahat at hindi lamang sa mga tulad nilang namamasada. Matatandaan kasing sunod-sunod na linggo na ang taas presyo sa produktong petrolyo, lalo na nga sa mahigit 100 sa kada litro para sa diesel at 80 pesos para naman sa gasolina. Pero sa kabila nito, sinuspende ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang dapat sana'y taas pasahe sa traditional jeep na 1 peso at 2 pesos para naman sa modern jeep. Sa ngayon, may magtutuloy-tuloy pa raw ang tigil pasada at kilos protesta ng grupo hanggang bukas hanggat hindi sila pinakikinggan ng pamahalaan. May?
Chil, gaano ba karami yung sumama dyan sa transport strike?
May ang target ng grupong Piston is 20,000 hanggang 30,000 na dumalo sa kanilang nationwide transport strike. Dito sa Pasay, nasa 35 lamang na mga tsoper ng jeep yung hindi bumiyahe. And sa ating pag-iikot din, may nakita naman natin na may mga biyahe pa yung mga ilang jeepney na mga pumapasada. No? So wala tayong nakita na mga pasahero o sa madaling salita, may sa ating pag-iikot, hindi naparalisa ng nagtigil pasada yung biyahe dahil wala namang stranded na mga pasahero at kung sakali man, nakaantaba yung mga libreng sakay mula naman sa mga LGU. May?
Maraming salamat, Chil Emprido ng Abante, nag-uulat mula sa Pasay City. Paconsuelo de Bobo, that's how Manibela Chairman Mar Valbuena blasts the supposed 1 peso jeepney fare hike, which President Bongbong Marcos eventually suspended. On BNC's Political Nightly, the transport leader also slammed delays in the distribution of fuel subsidies.
Nagulat po tayo na hindi pa na-i-implement, Sir Dexter, ay sinuspend na. Pero ganun pa man, sabi nga natin, yung piso nakakarampot na to, wala rin naman talagang mararating ito, kundi parang tinakam lang tayo nitong DOTR at LTFRB dito sa ibinigay po nila. Hindi rin po makakatulong yun. Sinasabi ko na wala pong tulong yung binigay po nila na yun, kundi pakonsuelo di bobo lamang.
Despite this, Manibela has opted not to join today's nationwide transport strike, but instead urges the government to take decisive action to address the fallout from the Middle East crisis. Think tank Ibon Foundation slammed the suspension of fare hikes, saying it hits the livelihood of millions in the transport sector. On BNC's Political Nightly, Executive Director Sonny Africa stressed that the transport sector should be given priority, noting it is one of the backbones of the economy. He adds that the delays and the conditions in implementing the excise tax suspension show lack of urgency.
Discretionary pa sa presidente. May ang ginamit na term ng pag-suspend, hindi shall. May na yung term, hindi shall. Ikalawa, may conditions pa, yung $80 over the last month or declaration of state of emergency. So parang may conditions pa, parang dating ay hindi seryoso na magbigay ng agarang suporta sa milyong-milyong pamilya na nahihirapan na ngayon at mahihirapan sa pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin sa darating ng 3-4 na buwan. Magdodoble ang inflation at even basic goods and services sa darating ng 3 buwan.
The Manila local government is set to release 1.7 billion pesos in economic interventions to help stimulate the city's economy amid the Middle East conflict. On BNC's The Spokes, Mayor Isko Moreno Domagoso says the early release of these funds aims to provide immediate relief to residents coping with rising fuel prices. This is also to generate a short-term positive reaction in the local economy.
Magkano total to?
1.7 billion pesos.
And this covers what?
This is what you call pump priming, no? This will cover the 600 million pesos will reach about 330,000 members of the community of 2 million members. So that's about 15% more.
Okay.
15% more or less of the population. And the big chunk of it is the head of the family. Ito na yung pinag-uusapan natin, senior, PWD, solo parent, student allowance, government agencies, national government, local government, na dapat, Abril. Nakalaan yan, Abril.
In advance yun na po?
In advance na namin. Para nang sa ganoon, pumping the prime. This will create immediate reaction, short-term good reaction in the velocity of money.
Commuters may get some breathing room at the turnstiles. The Transportation Department is rolling out a 50% fare discount for riders on the LRT2 and MRT3 beginning March 23. This follows the Marcos administration's decision to suspend fare hikes amid the Middle East conflict. A supermarket group warns that the Trade Department's price freeze on basic goods might only last for a month. On BNC's agenda, Stephen Kua, president of the Philippine Amalgamated Supermarkets Association, says that limited inventories and possible panic buying could cause supplies to run out even sooner.
Well, it really depends on the management of the manufacturers, no? Kasi siyempre, depende sa supply ng kanilang raw materials. Kung marami pa silang raw materials at di pa kailangan magpasok ng panibagong raw materials, enough for another 30 days production, maybe, probably. Kasi what I'm saying is, if for example, wala silang raw materials, stop ang production. And that will happen sooner kapag mamili ng marami ang mamimili. Agad the panic buy, for example, no? There were experiences of increased buying, but I noticed that those who were buying were those people who had businesses to run. So they needed the supplies, no, for their businesses.
More than 21 manufacturers have pledged to the DTI not to raise prices for 30 days. A maritime expert warns China could take advantage of the U.S. and Israel attacks in Iran to intensify its actions in the West Philippine Sea. Speaking to Bilyonaryo news channels at the forefront, the executive director of Sea Light Foundation, Ray Powell, says it is important that the Philippines continue its transparency efforts on Chinese harassment.
China is very opportunistic, and so we're going to have to keep a very close eye on what China does during this time. If it perceives that the U.S. is overly focused on the Middle East and Venezuela and other places, do they take the opportunity to take new steps forward in their maritime aggression? So I think we're going to have to watch that very closely.
He adds this strategy has led to more international support.
This is where I would say that the Philippines transparency initiative has worked in its favor. So for those who say it hasn't done anything for the Philippines, if you look at money coming from the United States, radars and ships coming from Japan, ships coming from France, dark vessel detection coming from Canada, other support coming from the EU, all of these things happen because of the transparency initiative.
A think tank says the United States underestimated Iran's strength, with the Philippines now also suffering from drawbacks, leaving millions of families vulnerable. Chad Gatchalian is on the phone for the details. Chad, go ahead.
Yes, Mai, the forum in Kamaning Bakery Cafe in Quezon City discussed how the U.S.-Iran war mirrors a reality here in the Philippines. The country houses several military bases designated as EDCA sites, where the U.S. military are permitted to build and store defense equipment. Professor Roland Simbulan of Center for People Empowerment and Governance emphasized it is logical for Iran to do counterattacks against Qatar and other surrounding nations, serving as what he called springboard or launchpad of U.S. missiles.
Qatar and some of these, especially Qatar, because it's the headquarters of the U.S. Central Command, they were the targets of Iranian missiles and drones, no? Not because Qatar was an enemy of Iran, but more because the country, Qatar, was allowing its territory as a springboard and launching pad for these missiles, U.S. missiles.
Simbulan adds U.S. grave mistake is killing Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei. He warned U.S. underestimated Iran's force and that Khamenei's death may cause drawbacks, given that the Iranian leader is also a leader of about 500 million Shia Muslims around the world. The forum also discussed giving appropriate subsidy and raising wages are the real economic equalizer amid the crisis. Additionally, the speakers tackled the necessity of local strategic oil reserves and being less reliant on oil importation. Mai?
Chad, was it discussed how long will the conflict in the Middle East drag on? What do the experts think?
Unfortunately, Mai, bagong Alyansang Makabayan Steady Casino said they see the U.S.-Iran war can still go on for a long time, so they wish the government can be strategic during these times. He said the government should regulate fuel prices again, and there must be a price cap on petroleum products. Mai?
Thank you, Chad Gatchalian reporting. The Bureau of Internal Revenue is optimistic about sustaining its 2025 collections momentum into 2026, focusing on VAT, digital services, and withholding tax remittances. On BNC's Business 360, attorney Brianna K. De Los Santos says the BIR expects strong growth from the VAT on digital transactions amid high transport and commodity prices. She added that the suspension of the fuel excise tax could affect collections, but higher consumer spending may offset the impact.
If growth falls short of expectations, what's the BIR's fallback to meet its targets?
So the BIR remains with its mandate to continue running after those taxpayers who are engaged in tax evasion. So we will also be going an active campaign against those engaged in illicit trade of tobacco and vape products. So we will have a massive enforcement activities.
In other news, President Bongbong Marcos highlights AFP modernization as he attends the 129th anniversary of the Philippine Army. Let's get the details from Ivy Reyes, reporting to us live from Malacanang. Ivy.
Marcos was just at the 129th founding anniversary of the Philippine Army in Taguig, and he pledged the administration's commitment to modernize armed forces of the Philippines. President Marcos said the Philippine Army must continue to work with law enforcement, especially during this time when the country is faced with demands that call for an agile and prepared force. PBBM stressed stability as the main goal that the Army should always be looking up to. And in recognizing individual officers and units awarded during the commemorative ceremony, ceremony, the President thanks the uniformed men and women of the Army for their unwavering service to the nation. Mai on modernization, General Antonio Navarrete, or Philippine Army Commanding General Antonio Navarrete, underscored how modern warfare requires modern technology, which is why central to the anniversary is the need of the Army and efforts of the administration to keep our weapon systems and battlefield network up to date. Earlier this morning, the President inspected the prefabricated classrooms in Mariveles, Bataan, and led the turnover of educational materials with Education Secretary Sani Angara. And later this afternoon, PBBM will head to Villamor Air Base to welcome overseas Filipino workers from the United Arab Emirates. The President has quite a schedule for the day, and I'll keep you posted when or if the palace breaks something urgent related to the rising fuel prices and the ongoing strikes in the metro today. Mai.
Thank you, Ivy Reyes, giving us the latest from Malacanang. Navota City Representative Toby Chanco insists he is not a die-hard Duterte supporter. Chanco tells BNC's On Point he even filed a resolution seeking to expedite the impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Duterte so that the House of Representatives could focus on other urgent matters like the Middle East crisis. His statement comes after he said the Vice President will hold perpetrators of the flood control scandal accountable if she wins the presidency. He adds this may be the reason why some congressmen are pushing for her impeachment.
My political history shows that I will say whatever I want to say. I will say whatever I think is right.
Would you describe yourself as an independent instead?
Hindi ako trapo, independent ako. Basta kung ano yung tama, dun ako. I will not say anything to favor anyone.
Chanco says VP Sara has a big chance of winning if the elections were held today. He also notes the performance ratings of PBBM and VP Sara are incomparable. Another crackdown rocks the Bureau of Fire Protection as the Interior Department moves to hold dozens of officials accountable over alleged rigged fire truck deals. Andrea Salve is on the phone for the details. Andrea, what's the latest?
The DILG is set to file a complaint affidavit before the Office of the Ombudsman on Monday against 45 current and former officials of the BFP over the alleged anomalous procurement of fire trucks from 2018 to 2024. Among those named are former BFP chiefs Leonardo Baniago and Louis Puracan, along with suspended Fire Director Jesus Fernandez. Also included are members of the Bids and Awards Committee, the Technical Working Group, and the Technical Specifications Committee who were involved during the procurement period. The complaint also pleads two private suppliers as well as other individuals believed to have conspired in the alleged scheme. According to the DILG, officials are accused of tailoring technical specifications for fire trucks over several years, a move that allegedly favored only two suppliers and effectively shut out competition. The case also points to a dramatic spike in prices, with 1,000-gallon fire trucks rising from 5.97 million pesos in 2024, despite no documented market study or justification. Investigators further cited serious lapses in the procurement process, including the absence of proper deliberations and official records. Adding to the findings, the Bureau of Customs flagged the same suppliers for allegedly undervaluing import declarations by more than 30% and failing to submit key financial documents during audits. The respondents will face administrative and criminal charges, including grave misconduct, serious dishonesty, gross neglect of duty, and violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. The DILG Secretary John Vicrimulya stressed that this case goes beyond procurement irregularities as it directly impacts the safety of Filipino communities who rely on properly equipped fire services. The agency had earlier filed similar raps against Fernandez for his alleged role in a 14.7 million peso bribery scheme linked to procurement of ambulances in 2024. Mai.
Thank you, Andrea Salve reporting. Former DPWH District Engineer Henry Alcantara and Sims Construction owner Sally Santos have been dropped as respondents in cases involving alleged ghost flood control projects in Bulacan. This, according to the Justice Department. The DOJ said the decision was made due to their admission as state witnesses. DOJ spokesperson Polo Martinez clarified that Alcantara was excluded as a respondent in 3 malversation and graft cases filed before a Bulacan court following his admission under the Witness Protection Program. Martinez also said that Sally Santos was not charged in the cases. The two were named state witnesses in January alongside former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo and former DPWH Regional Director Gerard Opulencia. The House of Representatives has approved a measure to reschedule the first parliamentary elections in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. On BNC's Politico Nightly, House Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms Chairperson Zia Alonto Adyong explained that the shift is due to the region's ongoing transition period and recent Supreme Court rulings.
The BARMM is still under transition period. Appointed po yung mga positions dyan. So what we wanted earlier is that to synchronize it during the last 2025 local and national elections. But because of the ruling of the Supreme Court removing Sulu from the integral part of the BARMM, and as well as citing the BTA Parliament number 77, the redistricting law, which they have adopted to be unconstitutional. And so we have to move again the schedule for the elections.
Coming up next, we'll speak with top food content creator Connh Cruz. Stay with us here on The Daily Dish. Fix of facts and spicy sides, from breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Thursday. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Glad to have you all with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is The Daily Dish. Join us in the next hour and a half with the news meets the stories that matter to you.
Happy Thursday, Maya.
Happy Thursday. And thanks for twinning with me.
I love it. This was not planned. We just said pink. We didn't talk about what shade of pink.
Yes, and it's baby pink now.
Cute. So at least we're brightening up your Thursday. But something to brighten y'all up. I've been following Punch, Baby Punch the monkey. I'm obsessed with him.
We have all been following Punch.
Yeah, I love him so much. But you know, apparently
there's an update.
Found a girlfriend. Our baby Punch has a girlfriend.
Let's show the girlfriend. This is the live update.
Like in a good way, because apparently him and a female monkey have been bonding together.
Finally he has a new friend.
So at least I'm glad he's finally hanging out and being part of the group. And there's been like funny memes online.
I know, right? But this is the real thing. I'd like to show a picture. My friend bought the stuffed animal because of this whole... We just showed it. Look. Yes, I think she wanted the comfort animal, right?
It looks similar.
Orangutan.
The stuffed orange orangutan from IKEA, but this is from another brand.
But she said it's like a super fail. She bought it online. We were just laughing about this.
I actually want the animal. You know, it's sold out everywhere.
I know.
I've been trying to get my hands on it. So viewers, yeah, if you guys have it, let me know if I can find it, because we would love to have that comfort animal.
Tell us where to find it. Tell us what do you think of it. Tell us if you got the real thing or a dupe or a super fail dupe.
No, but going back to Punch's love interest, there was a funny meme. I hope we can show it. I sent the photo. People are commenting the girl is just with Punch because Punch is famous. So people are making so many funny jokes. It's hilarious. Well, if it comes up, but if not, we'll talk about it another day. But Yeah, people are just very funny and witty. I love when the internet is like this, like very positive and funny lang.
Let's all keep positive, guys, especially in these times. And also, there's a brand new Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, I woke up, I saw Zendaya pop up on my feed and she posted the Spider-Man trailer. It looks amazing. We won't talk about it too much because that's going to be our entertainment part later, but it looks good. Did you watch it?
The trailer? Not yet. I'm
you'll
gonna
watch it later.
Stay tuned for the entertainment news.
But this is the part where basically Peter Parker, just so you guys have a backstory, he had to like reset the world so everybody forgot about him. So he's watching his love, MJ, which is played by Zendaya, do other things without him in his life. So it's kind of sad, but I'm excited to see it.
Okay, but there's a lot of Spider-Man multiverses, right?
Yeah.
So this is the newest installment, but still, we also have a lot of guests today. Very exciting show. We have Connh Cruz. She's also known as the modern nanay, and she will share with us her passion for cooking. She's famous for doing things bigger, right? Your favorite staples, the breakfast staples, but bigger.
I watched one of her cooking videos, kanina. That's why I'm so hungry right now. And she had, like, you know, Spam, right? The luncheon meat. It's normally like this big. Her luncheon meat was this big.
Oh, I've seen
I said,
that.
Where do we get that? I need that. Like everything with her, it's like ×2. So I'm curious to know where she gets them from.
And
I'll
I'm
ask her that
excited
later.
to talk to her. We also have Lourd Ramos. He's back with us here on The Daily Dish. He's the famous celebrity hairstylist, and he's going to talk to us about colors for summer.
And not just colors. There's been some stuff online talking about how expensive it is to book a glam team. So we're going to pick his brain and talk to him about that and see what's happening in the glam industry.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. This is my daily dish.
Welcome back to The Daily Dish. Her love for cooking shared online has turned her into one of the top food content creators with millions of followers on Facebook, TikTok, and on Instagram.
Please welcome to the show Connh Cruz, also known as the Modern Nanay.
Hello po!
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited kasi food.
We always talk about food. That's why we were hungry earlier, because we were talking about all the food you've been making. But earlier during our banter, Mai and I were talking about we need to ask you who your suppliers are, because you're cooking for like giants, girl. Like her luncheon meat are this big. Normally this big. This big. Your pans are huge. Like everything is like ×2. Do you have a specific supplier for that?
Actually, I have a lot of suppliers. Yung malaking griddle ko, yung electric skillet, from China pa talaga siya.
Oh, wow. Special talaga for
Hinanap
you.
ko talaga yung super big na lutuan. Since big family kami eh.
Wait, how many kids do you have? Sorry.
I have 5 kids.
Oh, that's a lot.
So ubos yun? Pag pinagluto mo sila?
Ubos, kasi I have 5 kasambahay, 3 drivers, lahat sila kasama.
Oh,
Plus
that's
may
sweet.
staff, may team. Yung nagsushoot sa akin.
Wait, so when Connh cooks, it's a fiesta.
Yeah,
It's a fiesta.
It's not
literally.
dinner, it's a fiesta for
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so I took notice when I was following you and checking you out, kakaiba rin yung mga niluluto mo eh.
Yes.
Yeah, hindi yung usual
She has
meals.
normal stuff, but then you have like the other innards of animals,
goat meat,
different animals.
frogs, all of this. But somehow, nagiging masarap pag niluluto mo. Okay, tell us about your interests.
First, kasi ako, I love Filipino food. But sabi ko kasi, as content creator, dapat iba yung twist mo. For example, if the other content creators cooking sinigang, kailangan iba yung atake mo ng pagluluto ng sinigang. Parang something twist.
Okay.
Na parang may twist na may natututunan din yung viewers.
So like for example, when you're doing the sinigang, what twist did you do?
Actually, I cook dinosaur sinigang. I call it dinosaur. But it's
May dinosaurs pa tayo.
Napaisip tayo, may dinosaurs pa ba?
But sa pork skull kasi na sobrang laki. So parang,
Okay.
Ang tawag ko sa kanya is dinosaur
I love the way you Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Next time, T-Rex sinigang.
Yeah, T-Rex sinigang. Ganon. So nakagustuhan ng viewers ko yung mga ganong kong content.
Wow, they're very outlandish, like recipes. How long does it normally take you to like just think of outside of the box and say like, okay, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this.
Actually, since 2015, nag-rate na talaga ako ng own recipes ko. And I have a foodie group na may 100,000 members na before, doon ako nag-share ng mga written recipes ko. Picture lang, then caption, no videos. Kasi I'm a businesswoman, so busy ako sa business. Sinashare ko lang doon. Then the pandemic, nag-stop yung business, doon ako nagkaroon ng time na parang aksidente lang naman. Naisip ko lang i-post yung magulo kong video ng pandemic, year 2020, March. Then nahit niya agad yung million views. Then doon na siya nagtuloy-tuloy.
Wow, so full-time na si Mother
Not
Nanay?
actually, have business pa din naman.
Which is?
Real estate, then I have meron na naman ako new business, my own brand.
Wow, you do a
360. Si Mommy.
Yes.
Okay, so I saw sa Instagram pa lang 1 point something na yung viewers mo. Not just viewers, followers as well. Ano pa sa ibang platform. So, let's talk about Modern Nanay. Saan nang galing yung modern? Ba't yun yung naisip mo?
Modern nanay ako as nanay kasi parang ayoko ng parang simpleng nanay lang na nakaduster. Gusto ko maganda lagi yung itsura ko, yung bis ko. Di ba nakaka-help sa atin yon bilang babae?
True. Actually true. If you're
maganda
dressed
yung itsura mo, parang mas maganda rin yun na ibibigay mo sa family mo. Kasi masaya kayo inner, gano'n. And modern din, kasi mga gamit ko obviously, modern sila.
Kakaiba.
Modern kitchen, modern na mga
Correct.
gamit sa kitchen.
I love all the stuff you have. One day, we will join you to cook with you.
Yes.
But I want to know, do you typically cook first with content in mind or with your family in mind?
Yung daily kasi namin, iba yung pang-araw-araw namin na food. Kasi we have cook talaga sa bahay. Yung cook namin sa bahay, pinapanood niya rin mga videos ko. So, nakukuha niya yung tamang timpla, lasa. And kaya din ako madalas nagluluto ng maramihan. Actually, kahit hindi pa ako nag-video, since 2015 pa, kasi nga busy ako, lagi ako nasa business, nagluluto ako maramihan, then pinoportion ko yung meal para initin na lang ng mga kids ko.
Oh,
that's
so
nice.
it really comes with being a mom talaga siya. Mom first, iniisip mo to cook for everyone. Well, what's the most na napaglutuan mo na? In terms of numbers, barangay?
Feeding program.
Feeding program. For how many was this?
100 plus, more than yes.
I could just imagine Conn cooking for the entire Philippines.
Yeah.
Kaya?
Kaya, look at all her equipment.
Kasi pag marami naman ako niluluto, usually 3 days preparation ako. Yung first day ko, writing the ingredients, pabibili siya lahat. So, yung second, parang mise en place, hihiwain na. Then third, parang fire na siya. Kumbaga sa culinary tawag namin is fire. Puro luto-luto na lang.
Did you study
Yes.
professionally?
Sa ACS.
Okay, so there's really a background to it.
But nauna muna yung experience ko bago yung study.
Okay.
I want to try some of your food. I wish next time we'll come to you so you can
Yes.
cook for us.
Yes.
Pero yung sa lahat ng like linuto mo already, what's the most memorable for you and for your family?
For my, iba kasi yung sa viewers ko, for my family kasi usually naman Filipino food pa rin yung favorite nila. For example, the kare-kare, always hit talaga sa family
May twist
namin.
ba din yun for your family?
May kare-kare is traditional. Mas gusto
Traditional,
ng
okay.
family yung traditional kare-kare. So ganun din, hindi lang dahil sa modern yung gamit. Pwedeng modern yung panluto ko, pero may mga cooking din ako na traditional way yung pagluluto.
Conn, pag-usapan natin ang Filipino food since you brought up kare-kare. You're making us hungry. When it comes to the Filipino food scene, ano yung mga naiisip mo na kulang pa? Kasi you're pushing the limits when it comes to cooking, not just dun sa size na pinaglulutuan mo, pero pati yung mga ideas eh. So ano pa yung kulang for you when it comes to Filipino food?
Ako, campaign ko talaga lagi ito ba. Parang laging sinasabi ko sa mga kausap ko, even pag nag-guest ako sa UP, sa mga nutritionist, parang gusto ko magkaroon ng campaign, yung mga local foods by region. Kasi pag, for example, nag-feature ako ng isang food, hindi sila pamilyar. Na ano po yan, ganito, ganyan.
Tulad ng?
Hindi ko lang maaalala yung name ng dish. Let's say, balbakwa ba yun? Or basta may niluto ka parang similar to sinigang natin na maasim. Nakalimutan ko na, sorry.
Oo.
Basta yung gano'n, kapag nag-feature kasi ako ng dish na local dish na galing sa isang region. Tanong sila ng tanong. So parang ang daming Pinoy na hindi alam.
May kakalaman
Kaya
pa.
kaya yun yung ina-add ko sa channel ko na mga food. For example, yung laswa, hindi rin alam ng iba.
Yeah.
Nagkukook na rin ng humba sa mga Bisaya, ganun.
Oh, we love humba.
So gusto ko ma-feature per region, yung bawat dish, para mas ma-explore.
I love
maganda
that.
yun. You
Yeah.
should totally do that. We would follow.
Diba tayo, we love food, especially kapag nagta-travel tayo.
Yes.
Then, nagta-try tayo ng food. So bakit hindi sa atin, sa local? Aside sa beach, food din.
Yeah,
dapat
exactly. And it
sinasama
showcases the Philippines. We have over
Yes.
7,000 islands.
At
There's a
napakaraming
lot of food.
napakaraming food. Especially sa Mindanao, na hindi alam na marami.
True.
Would your niche market be mostly here in the Philippines, or would you say you have foreigners watching you? Then?
Actually, global.
Okay, so
Global na rin.
let's talk about that. Because typically, Westerners, when they see Filipino food, not just Filipino food in general, like Asian food, sometimes they get scared. Not scared. What's the right word? Na parang they're curious and they're maybe thinking, ano to, especially
Yes.
oxtail with the kare-kare.
Yes.
How would you push and differentiate Filipino food to make it more Western? Kailangan ba i-Westernize Filipino food, or how do you
kung ano yung
introduce it?
original na recipe natin. For example, sabi ko, sobrang low-key ng food na dinuguan. Kasi usually sa ibang bansa ang fini-feature natin or binibida natin is Shanghai or lumpia.
And pancit.
Pancit, lechon, adobo.
Yeah.
Pero naiiwan si dinuguan. Pero most of them are curious what is dinuguan or pork blood stew.
Yeah, blood stew.
I have a confession. Hindi pa ako nakakatingkim.
Talaga.
Pinoy ako
Diba?
Nang dinuguan.
Ganon din yung mga foreigner. Hindi
diba?
nila natitikman.
Oh my
so
God,
gusto
1
nilang
point for
tikman.
Mo. I've eaten dinuguan.
Congrats
With
to
the
you.
puto.
With the puto is the way to do it.
Actually,
Yes.
I've had the best dinuguan at a restaurant here. I'll tell you guys next time. They made it crispy dinuguan.
But you haven't tried cons.
Yes, ang daming
You have to
versions
cook
ng
for me.
dinuguan na pwede rin natin ibida sa ibang bansa.
So how do you make, okay, for example, a Westerners here, how do you make bida dinuguan? How would you introduce that to him na para hindi matakot siya?
Beef, kasi bawal sa kanila yung pork eh. So beef dinuguan. Kasi meron din naman beef blood na tinatawag.
Pati the blood, that's right.
Yeah.
It has
Yes.
to be beef, no?
Yes, beef.
Especially if you're coming from a Muslim country. Yeah. Interesting. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you're doing a lot. Has any of your followers reached out to you and said, Connh, I love you. Thank you so much for what you do. You changed my life. May ganun ba? Kasi pagluluto lang naman to eh. Baka sabihin ng ibang tao, that's just food.
Yeah.
It's just cooking.
Yes, actually mga old members ko from A Food Ala Foodies sa Facebook group since 2015 pa yon. Sabi nila, one of the members kasi doon sabi na idol ko na siya na nag-aaral pa lang ako. Ngayon nakapag-asawa na ako. Ginagaya ko pa rin siya. Then marami sa kanila nagaya ng mga negosyo recipes ko na na-apply na nila sa negosyo nila. Nagpapasalamat sila sa akin. Kasi ang tinuturo ko sa channel ko, hindi lang recipe, technique. For example, nagturo ko ng destal sec lechon kawali. So na-apply nila yon.
I love it. It's palatable, it's easy, but then it's also the technique and skill behind it. As
Yeah.
siguro na feeling, no?
Yes.
Na ma-message ng ganon.
And I love, like we're showing you on the LED screen, I love how you have a pimple patch. Like you're just very real.
Akala
on
nila natin yung
camera.
cabbage. Sabi, may cabbage ka rito. Isa pimple ka.
It's cute. And I've seen some of your videos where parang bagong gising ka lang.
Yes,
How long does it take you to prep? Because you said you have a team behind
Yes,
your
may team naman ako
content.
naggagawa sa mise en place ko, then may yung mga team ko, mga staff ko.
Tapos na-imagine ko, like may tripod ka lang there and my camera. and
Before,
then, like,
actually before, ako lang
Okay.
talaga. Ako yung shoot,
One-man
mise en
team.
place,
One-woman.
one-woman team. Ako lahat yun, pati pag-edit ako lahat.
Wow. And then now you have a whole team.
Yes, kailangan na kasi marami akong priorities, especially first may family, second may business. Pinaka-third na talaga yung content creation ko.
Meron ka na bang cookbook? Or not
We're
yet?
planning.
Coming on the way soon. Okay, when you shoot something like this, I'm sure maraming nanays out there and moms just curious, gusto nila pero hindi pa nila mapasukan like you. And to think that you also have your own business, diba?
Yes.
What would be your advice for them para magawa rin nila? Diba, every week ka ba nag-shoot?
Ang shoot ko is 1 or twice a week. Kasi ganito yung sistema ko, I have time management. So, sabi ko nga tatlo. First,
Much
may
needed
family.
management.
So, sila muna yung pinaka-priority sa schedule. Doon kaya align. Then, second kaya align yung business. So, sila na yon. Kapag may natira, doon yun lang araw ng shoot ko. Like, once or twice. Pag wala talaga natira, walang shoot sa isang linggo. Pero yung, pag nag-allocate ako ng isang araw na shoot, usually 2 to 4 contents. ang nagagawa namin.
So you have bangko already?
Yes.
Can you just imagine, if this is third in her priority and already she's doing so well,
Right.
what else with her family and her business? Mas successful pa
Yeah.
yun, I'm sure, di ba?
Do you feel pressure to make everything look perfect
No,
on
sa
social media?
social media, for me lang para sa akin kasi importante na enjoy ko siya. Kaya minsan kapag feeling ko na pagod ako, stress ako, parang hindi ako masaya, hindi rin ako nag-shoot. Kasi makikita ng viewers mo yun. So, importante na na-enjoy mo talaga siya on cam.
I want to ask her for like a challenge, another challenge. We're going to challenge you here, Conn. Okay, so another thing that I'm sure a lot of Filipinos haven't eaten also, balot.
Balot,
Right?
yes.
So
I love
how would
balot.
you make balot palatable to kahit Filipinos
Actually,
lang?
naggawa na ako ng recipe ng balot. Parang isa sizzling balot. It has mayonnaise, garlic. Parang simple lang siya. Gano'n ako creamy.
Sizzling
creamy
pa lang,
sizzling
okay.
balot.
Yeah, I know. You had me at sizzling.
You had us at sizzling already. Okay, Conn, when it comes to being and putting yourself out there rather as a content creator for food, I can't imagine na magkakaroon ka pa ng bashers. Meron pa ba? Pagkain eh.
Yes,
Everyone loves food. Everyone loves food.
Bashers kasi, ako hindi ko sila pinapansin. Pero madalas kasi, pagka-upload ng videos, tatambay lang ako ng 2 hours pasilip-silip. Kasi gusto kong makita yung comments nila na baka may feedback, baka may improve pa yung videos ko or the next videos, pwede namin ma-apply. Then after that, syempre nag-trending na siya, malaki na views. Pinapabayaan ko na yung videos doon. Kasi syempre, one of the signs kasi na viral yung video mo, nandiyan na talaga yung mga bashers.
So, dead
Part
ma.
na talaga sila doon.
But what are they saying about your food?
Wala lang sila magawa.
I like her
She's
mindset.
like, yeah, mema.
It's not me, it's them. Tama naman. So, your way, because the reason I asked that is because, like what I said, there's a lot of people watching and they really want to get into content creation. Lalo na yung mga stay-at-home moms.
Yes.
And they watch, they actually feed into it, but they also want to create. And one of the things that stop people from creating are their own voice, na, what will people think, and what people will really say. So what would be your tips to be able to overcome that?
First kasi kung mag-start sila sa social media, start nila kung ano yung passion nila, kung ano yung na-enjoy nila.
Sure.
Okay, then second, be prepared. Kasi hindi ka naman talagang nasa 100, 1,000 followers lang. Pwede kang mag 100,000 or million followers. Ang kasunod niyan is bashers talaga. So be prepared talaga. Iba kasi ang social media. Ayun lang.
I think that.
Yeah, just be prepared.
And fall in love with what you're doing. Like
Yes.
you really fell in love with it.
Importante na na-enjoy mo siya.
But do you
Wala
really
pressure.
advise to always do something unique and different? How do you
Dapat.
stay authentic kasi? Like, for example, if they just want to show their traditional Filipino food, okay lang ba yun?
Okay lang, pero parang may ibang atake sa pagluluto. Tulad ng pinapakita sa screen ngayon, parang I have a big griddle na pwede naman siyang lutuin sa kawali. Bakit griddle yung ginamit ko?
parang cafe
So
ka na.
nakaka-attract siya. Ganun lang, parang ibay mo lang yung mga pinaglulutuan mo.
And you have like the biggest
Yes.
pepper grinder. It's literally this big. And then I'm like, girl, what is she doing? She's like,
I'm all for pepper. Ako, a pepper lover ako.
Yes,
So, yes, I support that.
Galing.
But nagka-idea kasi ako nun, di ba kapag nasa mga Italian restaurant ka or pasta,
They always
have
add
big
the
pepper talaga eh.
Parang dance, no? Like that.
Ganon, oo. So, yun din, isa din sa pang-attract yun ng viewers na parang pag-uusapan nila na meron siyang big pepper talaga sa
Yeah, that's
pagluluto
why. That's
niya.
the first thing
Mga
we talked about. Lahat.
Para
And then,
mag-stand out yung videos mo.
Now, what
Okay.
about the video with the highest views naman? And were you shocked it was that
Hindi
video?
na ko lalayo, yung ref na kinakatok.
Wait,
It has parang 260 or 230 million
Wait,
views
what's
on
ref na
Facebook.
230 million views. Yung ref na kinakatok.
Wait, we were just talking about Momo na kumakatok.
Hindi ito mo.
Ay, ba yun?
Hindi
Iba yun.
Kumakatok? May Momo ba, sir?
No, okay, why? What do you think made it extra viral?
Kasi
230 million mo. Okay.
Wait, can you tell me what's the ref na kumakatok? I still don't know what that means.
Ayan yung knock kasi the ref,
Okay.
ilaw siya, then makita mo yung loob niya.
Oh, that's my ref at home.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yung umiilaw. Yes. Oh, wait, okay. What do you think made it extra special na talagang pinanood ng mga tao?
Ako, hindi ko expected kasi nagpa-renovate ako ng kitchen. Siyempre, busy ako no, sa business. Wala akong time para sa kitchen ko. Then, nung nag-pandemic, nag-video na ako. Sabi ko, dapat maganda rin kitchen ko. So, pina-renovate ko siya. Then, pag bagong renovate ang kitchen, dapat bago din ang ref. Pero yung ref ko na yon, Although bago siya, kasi ganun na rin yung ref namin sa condo, 2017 pa. So bumili ako ng bago. Pero parang hindi yata alam ng Pinoy na may ref na kinakatok. Then nagka-idea ako sa ibang bansa kasi usually US lang ang gumagawa ng mga restocking sa mga ref. Doon ko nakuha idea. But binigyan ko ng ibang atake bilang Pinoy.
Paano?
Na mag-restock ako pero kakatukin ko muna yung ref. So parang doon siya nag-stand out.
Parang
global.
nagpapaalam, tabi-tabi po.
I need to watch
Okay.
this.
I have the same ref. And I will try this. Kakatok din ako sa ref ko.
Walang sasagot,
Tingnan- Tingnan natin kung makaka-230 million views. O iba yata yung powers ni Con eh. Iba yung how you resonate with your viewers. I think that's it. Hindi mismo yung ref na dahil kumakatok ka. It's yung attack mo.
Yung attack ko talaga.
Okay.
Since nakita ko siya sa ibang bansa, pwede mo na siyang gayahin 100%, pero hindi kasi ganun ang ginagawa ko. Always ako may twist sa mga content.
I love that.
Well, right now, ang gagawin namin ni Mo, kakatok kami sa'yo. Through rapid fire.
Yes.
Okay? So we're gonna play rapid fire. We ask you a couple of questions. First thing na lumabas sa kaisipan mo, just say it right away.
say it,
Okay?
Quinn.
So let's play.
All right, go, Chal. Start it.
Okay, first one. Street food or fine dining?
Street food.
Agree.
Who's the best food buddy?
My friend, Marky.
Shout out to Marky. Favorite midnight snack ni Con?
Instant noodles eh.
Talaga?
Yes, kahit bawal.
No, but you know, most of the cooks, diba, when they get home, especially if they're chefs,
Yes, all the
it's the
chefs in
simplest
interview,
things.
it's the same
Pero
Oo.
sobrang rare lang pag kumain ako ng instant noodles kasi naka-low sodium diet ako. Like, siguro mga every 3 months, every 6 months.
So it's okay. Sodium once in a while is okay.
Birang-bira lang talaga.
All right, most underrated Filipino dish.
Yes, dinuguan.
Underrated talaga, okay. Food trend you are tired of. Yung trending pero di mo maintindihan.
Yung grilled balot na nag-trending.
Grilled balot?
Yes.
Ano yun?
Parang nauso siya sa mga street food na may shells na ginigrilled.
Why? What about it? Feeling mo?
Actually, yung buntis ako tinry ko pero parang nag-search ako na parang may toxins na kapag ginrill mo yung balot with shells, parang nakakasama. Kasi sumama yung katawan ko dun eh. Kaya na-hate ko na siya.
Interesting.
I did not
Okay.
know that. Okay, spicy or not spicy?
Spicy.
Dessert you can't resist. Ikaw baka hindi.
Dessert, tiramisu.
Oh, I love tiramisu. Okay, I'm gonna add this. What is one ingredient you cannot live without?
Onions.
Sibuyas is life.
Yes, it's good for
I
the
love
health.
sibuyas too.
I like, with you, Con, you always think about the health factor.
Yes.
Na-insert mo siya, pero in a very easy way. Okay, food you didn't expect to love, pero napamahal ka.
Humba.
Yes, humba is so
Humba
good.
is so good talaga.
Okay, a food that you will never eat again.
Yes,
ganun
grilled
ba?
balot. Sa mga katawan ko doon, hate ko na yun.
Hala, kasi I see that online, marami people really talk about it on TikTok, on
But I would
everywhere.
love to try the grilled,
Okay.
not the grilled, the sisig
Pwede siya
balot.
grilled, but without the shell siguro.
At ang galing. Alright. Dish you will serve anytime, any day, to anyone.
Anytime, any day, sinigang. Comforting
Sinigang
food.
gang.
Forever.
What's sinigang with a twist?
Sinigang with a twist?
Not your dinosaur one, iba naman.
Yung medyo malapit yung sabaw, yes. Yung with gabi.
That's my
Yung
favorite
malapot-lapot,
sinigang na
then
gabi.
pork
Like
belly.
guava.
That's bulanglang.
Hindi, pero may sinigang, di ba, na may guava?
I
din?
love bulanglang.
Bulanglang ba tawag?
My
Sinigang
lola's
sa
making-
bayabas yata.
My lola's making me bulanglang later because I got
Share.
hungry.
Okay, eto. Because you cook for a lot of people and you've cooked how many dishes? Binibilang mo ba?
Ang dami na.
I'm sure hundreds and hundreds na
Yes.
since 2020, diba? Just for content creation. If you had 1 billion pesos, what will you be serving and cooking?
Me?
Yes. Gamit yung 1 billion pesos na yon.
1 billion. So,
Bahay na lang.
ano na lang? Lechon na lang.
Lechon for the
Bili tayo
world.
ng maraming baboy.
Lechon for the world.
Kasi yung lechon, pag natira, marami kang pwedeng gawin. Lechon paksiw, sinigang, sisling, sisig.
I love it kasi modern nanay talaga. Pati yung tira inisip, di ba? Gawing
Sustainability,
paksiw. Yes,
yan.
exactly.
1 billion
Multi-purpose. Con, it's so amazing to have you
Thank you
here.
for making us
Thank you.
hungry. Next time you'll have us. We'll be cooking with you.
Yes,
next time.
yes.
Lando Norris is set to become the first international Formula One star unveiled at Madame Tussauds London this summer. The 26-year-old McLaren driver worked with a studio team on his wax figure based on behind-the-scenes footage released by Merlin Entertainments. Norris, born in Somerset, UK, won his first Drivers' Championship in December 2025 and has a growing global fan base. This development comes during a break in the Formula One season after races in Melbourne and Shanghai. Lionel Messi scores his 900th career goal as Inter Miami falls to Nashville in the CONCACAF Championships Cup. Messi is now the second footballer ever to reach 900 career goals, joining Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 965. Despite Messi's early strike, Nashville equalized late and advanced to the quarterfinals on away goals after a 1-1 draw. Messi is set to play in the 2026 World Cup, where he will attempt to win his second world trophy after the 2022 victory in Qatar.
Seoul is buzzing as the city gears up for BTS's comeback concert at Gwanghwamun Square this Saturday, marking the group's first new album in over 3 years. Authorities, telecoms, and local businesses are rushing to handle the expected crowd with traffic controls, barriers, and temporary mobile networks in place. Workers are putting the final touches on the Giants' BTS stage while buildings nearby flash teaser videos. The 1-hour concert will also be streamed live on Netflix to 190 countries, drawing global attention. Wendy's Philippines welcomes reality show winner and rising actress Caprice Cayetano as its newest brand ambassador. We get to know her in this report by Che Sulit.
Authentic, youthful, and relatable, Wendy's Philippines unveils a new face. The fast food chain has officially announced its partnership with reality TV show winner and Gen Z actress Caprice Cayetano. Caprice, now 17, started out as a child actress before gaining wider attention on a reality show. Her collaboration with Wendy's is her first major endorsement. Joey Garcia, president and CEO of Wendy's Philippines master franchisee 888 Holdings, says that the collaboration marks a milestone for the brand.
We've been really looking for someone to represent Wendy's over the past probably 3 years now. We're in search of someone. And there were some agencies who have brought some names to us, but I wasn't convinced. So because we really have to find the right person who has the right personality to represent Wendy's.
Garcia says that Caprice's qualities as a rising young actress align with Wendy's Philippines brand values. He adds that Wendy's Philippines will support the actress in promoting her community-driven advocacies. These include initiatives that aid critically ill patients.
Growing up, I love eating Wendy's po talaga. Kaya it's much easier for me to represent Wendy's kasi I really love it. Yung Wendy's po, kaya really excited sa magiging work po namin together with Wendy's.
Caprice also says this collaboration allows her to connect more with people who also receive happiness from the brand.
Since Wendy's, they have great food, great people, and good vibes, I think it really matches my personality rin po na spreading good vibes lang, positivity, and more enjoying.
Already, Caprice is making an impact for the brand. Her genuine love for Wendy's iced tea has sparked interest among her followers. Che Sulit, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Up next, hair care expert Lourd Ramos shares the hottest hair trends and must-try styles for the summer. Don't go away, the Daily Dish will be right back.
This is my Daily Dish.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We begin world news in Saudi Arabia as it hosts a regional foreign ministers meeting focusing on security and stability amid the Iran war. Ministers from Qatar, Jordan, Syria, Egypt, Turkey, and Bahrain are in attendance, with representatives also from Azerbaijan, Kuwait, Pakistan, and the UAE. The meeting comes nearly 3 weeks into the U.S.-Israeli conflict with Iran, which has disrupted global energy supplies. Prior to the regional meet, Saudi Arabia intercepted and destroyed 4 ballistic missiles that were launched towards Riyadh. The Gulf Kingdom has come under attack from hundreds of Iranian missiles and drones since the conflict began. For the 9th straight year, Finland is named the world's happiest country. Other Nordic countries also ranked high in the 2026 World Happiness Report, while nations affected by war and instability remain at the bottom. The report also highlights a decline in well-being among young people in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, particularly girls, linked to heavy social media use. The findings come as many governments consider tougher online protections for children.
Lando Norris is set to become the first international Formula One star unveiled at Madame Tussauds London this summer. The 26-year-old McLaren driver worked with a studio team on his wax figure based on behind-the-scenes footage released by Merlin Entertainments. Norris, born in Somerset, UK, won his first Drivers' Championship in December 2025 and has a growing global fan base. This development comes during a break in the Formula One season after races in Melbourne and Shanghai. Lionel Messi scores his 900th career goal as Inter Miami falls to Nashville in the CONCACAF Championships Cup. Messi is now the second footballer ever to reach 900 career goals, joining Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 965. Despite Messi's early strike, Nashville equalized late and advanced to the quarterfinals on away goals after a 1-1 draw. Messi is set to play in the 2026 World Cup, where he will attempt to win his second world trophy after the 2022 victory in Qatar.
Seoul is buzzing as the city gears up for BTS's comeback concert at Gwanghwamun Square this Saturday, marking the group's first new album in over 3 years. Authorities, telecoms, and local businesses are rushing to handle the expected crowd with traffic controls, barriers, and temporary mobile networks in place. Workers are putting the final touches on the Giants' BTS stage while buildings nearby flash teaser videos. The 1-hour concert will also be streamed live on Netflix to 190 countries, drawing global attention. Wendy's Philippines welcomes reality show winner and rising actress Caprice Cayetano as its newest brand ambassador. We get to know her in this report by Che Sulit.
Authentic, youthful, and relatable, Wendy's Philippines unveils a new face. The fast food chain has officially announced its partnership with reality TV show winner and Gen Z actress Caprice Cayetano. Caprice, now 17, started out as a child actress before gaining wider attention on a reality show. Her collaboration with Wendy's is her first major endorsement. Joey Garcia, president and CEO of Wendy's Philippines master franchisee 888 Holdings, says that the collaboration marks a milestone for the brand.
We've been really looking for someone to represent Wendy's over the past probably 3 years now. We're in search of someone. And there were some agencies who have brought some names to us, but I wasn't convinced. So because we really have to find the right person who has the right personality to represent Wendy's.
Garcia says that Caprice's qualities as a rising young actress align with Wendy's Philippines brand values. He adds that Wendy's Philippines will support the actress in promoting her community-driven advocacies. These include initiatives that aid critically ill patients.
Growing up, I love eating Wendy's po talaga. Kaya it's much easier for me to represent Wendy's kasi I really love it. Yung Wendy's po, kaya really excited sa magiging work po namin together with Wendy's.
Caprice also says this collaboration allows her to connect more with people who also receive happiness from the brand.
Since Wendy's they have great food, great people, and good vibes. I think it really matches my personality rin po na spreading good vibes lang, positivity, and more enjoying.
Already, Caprice is making an impact for the brand. Her genuine love for Wendy's iced tea has sparked interest among her followers. Che Sulit, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Up next, hair care expert Lourd Ramos shares the hottest hair trends and must-try styles for the summer. Don't go away, the Daily Dish will be right back. By a hairstylist and the CEO of Creation Salon as he gives us his take on some controversies in the glam industry. And later on, we will be sharing his insights on the hottest hair trends for summer. Please welcome back, we love him here, Lourd Ramos! We love it, and we're so happy that you're wearing pink.
I know.
Great minds think alike.
Thank you, Jorel Espina, for this fabulous outfit.
It is. We love Jorel. I love it. Okay, because summer is happening and
Yes.
summer is hot, so we'll do hot talk first.
We're gonna put you on the hot seat, Lourd, because as we all know, online right now, ang daming talks about the prices of glam teams over 200K and above. People are saying
200 to 500.
Ouch again.
And so people are saying, netizens are saying it's too much, but then the glam teams naman are saying, no, it's justified. So let's talk about that from your perspective and your opinion. Has prices increased or has it always been this much?
You know, for 27 years in the industry, I've worked with the most iconic, the most VIP people in the industry, both in the community, in the society, and in the showbiz industry. Sometimes even the royals, is what they call them, or even in the puchu-puchu community also. You know, the bill depends on the brands.
What does that mean?
So if the brand is Bilyonaryo, then you can charge to the full maximum content of how the brand can pay you. If the brand is Puchu Puchu Bell, which is just, or sa Tagalog, basta-basta lang, pwede na yung price range of a minimum to a maximum pricing. When I was doing Miss Lea Salonga, I don't price. Mami Ligaya prices for me because she knows my worth value that I serve Lea Salonga head to toe. I would serve her 101% of service, doing a little more extra for her, serving her the most, making her comfortable. You know, hindi kinakailangan bang tawagin nung makeup nung director, yung buhok, yung oily, yung gano'n, hindi na. Because it's automatic. You know, I actually had an incident also a couple of weeks ago that I was dethroned for a project.
Oh, how do you
dethrone?
How do you get dethroned?
Na-dethrone ng
Grabe
auntie
naman
nyo.
yun.
Because the artist says that she wanted the glam team. I respect that. Because if the artista really becomes maganda because of the makeup artist, then ibigay natin to sa kanya. Eh kung pangit siya sa akin, papapangitin talaga kita.
Okay, this is such a nice point that we're bringing up because back in the day, Tita Chal, let me explain.
Oh my God.
It used to be talaga sa parlors. Hair and makeup are in the
done
parlors.
in the salon.
Exactly. You go to the salon to have everything done. But right now, we have the so-called, later on na lang yan lumabas glam team,
it
right?
appeared after pandemic when the social media erupted worldwide. The separation of each, separation of its
of state and religion. of the salons.
Specializations of being hair and makeup was diligently separated. Meaning to say, there are TikTokers that became hairdressers or hairstylists per se, and hairdressers became TikTokers and social media artist content. So parang, okay, since we're doing that, sige mag-glam team na tayo. So iba si hair na gagawa, iba si makeup na gagawa. So I appreciate that because now we see the professionalism of the craft, of the committed service. The problem was, dumoble yung gastos. Nung kami nila, Chris Bansuelo, Juan Sarte, Barbie, Chad, the whole of these iconic people, we do hair and makeup. Lala Flores, we do hair and makeup because we are given a time na ito lang ha, gantong oras, ito yung budget, let's work it out. Because for us, we wanted to get all the jobs. Amin na yan, akin na yan. Kasi I wanted to really, perfect the service to the artist or to the iconic.
And the whole experience.
And the whole experience. And we do that. We are paid more if it's an endorsement, a commercial, a billboard, an event. We are paid more because, kami dyan from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. the following day, kasama ka.
Yes.
You're kasama. In short, nagyayaya din kami minsan. And I love doing that because we become part of the system of the artist. And we kind of make them a peace if they're feeling, grabe napagod ako, grabe tong ganito na to, mga ganyan. So we kind of, okay lang yan girl, part ng trabaho natin yan. We have to, be glamorous.
Yeah.
The problem now is, na-notice ko to, like the whole year of 2025 to 2026. Nagawa lang yung isang artista ng bagong makeup artist, lalagay niya na kagad sa pangalan niya, celebrity makeup artist. When in fact, you have just done
one lang.
Once. Ako parang, how in the world will you claim that when you're not even graduated from a course or a school abroad or kahit dyan lang sa Hong Kong, okay na ako. Basta may certification, pero huwag mo iba-brand yung sarili mo. So now, a lot of people are doing this glam team. Kanya-kanyang paandar yan.
Yes.
Bilhin ng 2 bulbs, bilhin ng 2 godox, bilhin ng upuan na mahal, bilhin ng bumbilya na mahal. No, parang ako, alam mo kung magaling ka, kahit wala kang bumbilya, iupo mo yung client mo. You can give that full glam look in a matter of an hour. That's all about it. That's all you need unless yung client mo, chapter 10, chapter 12, chapter 14.
Lord, lagot talaga tayo dito, but I love it.
I love listening to you.
Sorry.
Not that you mind, no, but it's real talk.
No,
We're
it's
doing
real talk, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Lord mentioned about the lights, because that's what happens now. You've got that chair,
You got the lights.
The lights even.
Ilalatag lahat ng makeup.
And then all the
from
not
Tom Ford
branded
to
makeup,
Tilbury
yes.
to MAC to whatever. Isang piraso lang naman yung gagamitin doon. Tapos lagyan ko nyo ng rolling ball, ganun. Igagwa siya ng 3 minuto. I-airbrush kemerut ng ganyan. Pagtingin ko, pareho lang naman yung makeup ko.
Okay.
But I love the luxury feeling. Because it's called quiet luxury daw. Nila.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But let's go back to justifying the prices, because that's what people are really ticked about, how expensive it is. In
I
your
was paid
opinion,
that way before. Before. It wasn't my fault. It was given to me by the agency that, Lord, this is the budget. Are you okay with that? But of course, yes,
but
isang
just to be
malaking check.
clear, it's not Lord who's in the blind item.
No, it's not him. We're just talking about the item.
Parang kilala ko yung mga, oh my God.
But can you justify the prices?
No, I'm so sorry, but they're very ambitious.
So bakit nagmahal?
Yeah. Number 1, dahil ba bumili ka ng godox, ng upuan, pinalitadahan mo ba sila ng 1 toneladang Korean eye cream from La Mer to Chanel to Tilbury to whatever that. I mean, I don't believe in that.
So,
I believe in the artist's talent, not in the products that you use. Because kung magaling ka, magaling ka.
You know, it's so interesting because coming from someone who does this, I would think na having you here, you would say, yes, it's justified. The prices are justified. But you're saying here that these are not fair prices. No. These are not fair prices. Okay, why?
Because
200 to 500,000 ang nilalabas natin. Oh.
Will you keep the makeup for 36 hours?
No.
No.
No, also, yes.
You would take out your makeup as soon as you're done with the show.
That's true.
Why
Exactly.
would you pay $500,000 to that? I'm sorry, but they're gonna fight this against me. But girl, be practical.
True.
The world is ending, and you're still charging $500,000.
No, but let's say, what if it wasn't for a day? Because that would be really ridiculous. What if it was like a month's thing?
But you're fine.
That makes sense naman.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Chinese. 500,000 divided by 31 days, that's perfect.
Correct.
So what's
So
a
that's the
fair
right pricing.
pricing, would you say, right now? What's the mga ranges of glam teams?
The hair is different from makeup. Ito yung nakakatawa. Si makeup artist, may assistant to the assistant to the assistant makeup artist yan. Si hairstylist, may assistant to the assistant to... Pito yun eh.
Oh gosh.
Oh, so pag nag-order si artist ngayon ng Starbucks or ng kape or ng pa-lunch, pa-dinner, pito.
Times 7.
Times 7. So ako, I don't. I only bring my hairstylist and myself.
What is a
That's it.
acceptable price range?
Mid-range, 7.5.
Okay.
That's one person. That's
Yes.
hair and makeup. That's in the parlor.
Okay.
If you go home service, then you add a little 50% of that to travel because yung iba walang sasakyan, mag-grab, yung iba mag-aangkas,
And it's
tapos
personalized
double
at
and
home.
double and
Yeah.
double. So, as soon as you get your minimum wage of 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 to 10.5, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But naman, when you're working with a brand, of course, if the brand can pay and allow it, then go for it. I have nothing against it. But thinking on the next, if I own the business of the brand that I am and having this person endorse and they will say, oh, this is the glam fee. I'm like, bakit? Buong project ba to? I will talk right away. Buong project na ba to? Okay na ba to sa atin? I'm okay with that if it's the whole duration of the project. Pero you're saying me $500,000 for just today? No.
When we think of summer hair, people go lighter. So is that the trend still now?
Yes, it's called summer ready.
Summer ready.
It's really literally summer ready.
Okay.
So the trends is very, it's like you came from Saint-Tropez or Amanpulo and your hair color faded.
Straight from the beach.
Straight from the beach. The curls are there. It's soft angel curves. It's called the soft angel curves. And then the blondes just slightly faded because of the water, the sun, the sea, and the wind.
I like that.
Yeah.
How do we achieve that? We want that.
Well, you need to have highlights and low lighting techniques. So you need some ash browns, ash blondes using Inoa, or you can do a Dia-Light color. So these are tone-on-tone colorants that makes your hair more glossier and shine. Kung merong glass skin, meron din glass hair.
Glass hair. Wait, mag-ayos na ako ng
We need
hair.
the glass hair. But normally with summer comes hair damage.
Oh,
because
yes.
of the sun.
Yes,
What
yes.
you're talking about, like sun-kissed hair, nadadry yung hair mo during the summer. What products can we use?
I love the Vitamino Color Spectrum. This protects your hair from color fading. Super.
So do you just put it in your hand?
Yes,
and,
you want. Okay, this is the trick. You have to warm the product on your hand.
okay.
Because sometimes when you put it diretso yan kagad. No, you have to warm the oil.
Oh,
I did not know that.
That is something that I think is very simple, but people didn't know that. You have
And
to
look at
warm
this,
it up.
look at this, look at this. The product becomes more shinier on my hair
Right away.
if you do it. Because sometimes people will just get their argan oil and they just put it on your hair.
Straight up.
That's me.
And then, parang sa, oh, my hair becomes lumpy. It becomes like lesser. So, you really don't maximize the usage of the product.
Mo and I are guilty.
Oh my God,
Learn
guilty sila.
something.
And then, for men naman, this season, it's all about blonding the hair, cutting it short, like super short, or it's the opposite, keeping it long. You know, like long curly locks, like out of the beach. It's magulo, it's curly, it's blonding
It's
also.
effortless.
It's effortless.
Okay, you said blonding. So
Yes.
going blonde is like a thing now for summer.
Yes.
So
If you see our male model, he's actually wearing ice blonde.
let's show them. So these are the colors that you were
Yes.
talking about.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
for the
yes.
male ones, this kind of blonde?
Yes, this kind of blonde.
Oh, imagine our bosses in this.
And same
I would
haircut
love to
as
see
well.
them.
Yes, yes. And the
style.
haircut also is very clean, very tidy up look, a gentleman haircut is so in this season because we don't want those locks falling in our face. Or if that's your look, put out the curls. Just leave it. Again, use some paste, use some volumizers, and some Absolute Repair oil. So those are the things that you need for managing and for fixing your hair this summer.
Now,
diba?
what about for our women over here beside us? We have one with the long, beautiful blonde hair, and we have one with
the Bixie haircut.
The Bixie haircut.
The Bixie haircut
Bixie?
is so yes.
I said Pixie. Okay, Bixie.
Bixie. It's the Bixie trend. It's a combination of a bob, but it's very messy. It's kind of curved, and then she has this side swept bangs that can be messed up or wet look, or can be gelled up, or even a bombshell blowout will be defining the haircut. Kasi women are very experimental now. They want texture, they want a little of, I want a little of the future. The bangs is the future.
Bangs are the way to
bang
go.
bang baby is the future. So you like that, you know?
But
so
what if people can't pull off bangs?
Oh, no.
I can't.
Are you saying everyone can?
Everybody can. There's always a bang for a person.
What are the different bangs?
We have a veil bang that's slightly under the brows.
Okay.
We have the sheer bangs that you can go like up of the eyebrows, but then you have long layers on the side. And then we have the full bang like Andrea of Emily in Paris.
Full bang bang.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have this side Bixie bangs because she can pull it off like a nice, sharp bangs that can be softened. So there's always a perfect bang for a lady. Even for men, they have bangs right now.
So I want to know about being low maintenance.
Yeah.
Are these cuts and colors, hair care that you're mentioning, are these easy to do?
Yes.
Because it's all about, people are so busy nowadays. We're doing 3 jobs at the same time. So how do you keep things low maintenance?
You know what I learned from L'Oreal, which is Inoa, their vegan coloring, it lasts for about 90 to 100 washes. And that's a big thing for women who loves hair color. If your color fades so fast, then you have to go to the salon again. But then this is the trick. You have to ask hairdressers like me or salon owners to recommend you the right products to take home. Because sometimes when you go out of the salon, pag nagupitan na kita, nakulayan na kita, you will just say, bye girl, see you next time. You forgot to educate your client on the perfect shampoo, the perfect conditioner, and how you really take good care of your blondes.
So let's talk about that. Yeah, because what are the perfect shampoo, conditioner for different hair types?
So if you're blonding your hair, your silver shampoo or your purple shampoo is the perfect shampoo and conditioner for you.
Every day ba yun?
You use it 3 times a week.
Okay.
But if you're blonde like me and the icy blonde that we have in our male model, then you have to do like an everyday shampoo of the purple and the silver conditioner because that eliminates the gold and the copper.
Let's talk about that because the purple and silver shampoo, like I've experienced the purple shampoo. Literally, it's purple. What does it do?
Well, because of the purple with our color chart, the purple contrasts the orange. It takes away the orange with the jojoba oil and the chamomile that it has. It actually prevents it from fading and it prevents it from breaking as well.
Because we also don't want that orange color when you go for a little bit.
Now, what about for the damaged hair? What shampoo and conditioner?
For damaged hair, I normally recommend like an Absolute Repair Perfect Line shampoo for restructuring the hair, for moisturizing the hair, for actually rebuilding the scalp, like get a hair spa or get maybe a hair keratin. The keratin will actually strengthen your hair from frequent coloring as well.
Yeah.
Especially those who love curling and cutting and styling and a whole lot more. So those are the things that you should have at home.
You're mentioning products. How much is too much products?
Okay.
Because there's the Korean 7-step skincare. What about for hair naman? What are the musts?
I would suggest, as been working for 27 years, I normally do a spray leave-on before blow dry, which contains a heat activation process. The second one, for me, the serums are the best because the serums will perfectly coat the hair in conditioning and styling and heat protection. And then last but not the least is your shampoo and conditioner. Because that will really keep the hair texture in place and in good shape all the time. Kahit mag-beach ka, kahit mag-travel ka.
There's a solution for everything. That's what Lourd is saying. Paano kung damage hindi hair, damage reputation?
Marami ako nabasa niyan.
No, but seriously, we're gonna quickly move on to the last model here because she has the long hair
I
look.
love like the
Tell us how to
beachy
care
waves.
for this. Okay, because I have long hair now because these are extensions. But hers are
May
real.
cut ka ba?
Hers are real. So tell us, how do you care for this type of
That is what you call the blanche blonde.
What?
It's like you were you're like a vegetable. You were blanched in water.
Blanche.
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 Yes,
Okay,
It's a mix. It's a blanche blonde. She has. We did like a blonde solution for her. We did low lighting and highlighting for her. We did like a 911, which is a super ash tone, and we did like a caramelized color also using Diacolor and 9.0 and 913. That is very technical. I'm so sorry. That's a combination of summer deep in water. So that's how they call it. How do you take care of that? Again, use your purple shampoo and purple conditioner, and then some serums will be holding it for you. So after you take a bath, you put on your Serum Absolute Repair Oil and then your Vitamino Color Oil. That will keep the color in place. Kahit na you're doing curling, blow drying, styling, it will not touch the color.
Now, what about if we go to the beach? Because
I
the
love that.
salt water messes up with our hair. So do we put like conditioner or something before we go to the beach?
There is in Techniart a leave-on treatment spray that you can apply before going to the beach. Pero ako, I love putting conditioner and then a little drop of my Absolute Oil or Argan Oil. You put it before going to the beach. Perfection.
But some people actually like that beach look, that hair, those waves. So how do we also keep that if we want to have that look?
Oh, yeah, it's so simple. Divide your hair into two, twist it, add some Argan Oil or Absolute Repair Oil, and then you put some mousse, spray some sea salt spray, take it out, the beach waves will
Okay,
come
I'm doing
out.
it already right now. I'm twisting it, kailangan ko na lang dagat.
Actually, dagat na lang.
Our solution is having Lourd with us every time.
There's the answer.
But before we let you go, we're talking about Blanche, Bixie cuts. Bagay ba to have blonde hair on every skin tone and every face type?
We normally do a color analysis before a person becomes too ambitious of getting a blonde. You know, Filipinos now are very ambitious. They wanted, I wanted this hair color by this. I wanted like that. And what I do is what kind of blonde would you like? I would return the question to them. I would always ask, do you use this kind of shampoo and conditioner? Because if you're not, I have to recommend you this kind of shampoo and conditioner so that you will be able to take care. So there's always also a blonde for every person.
There's a blonde for every person. Okay, Lourd, here's one thing I guarantee you. A lot of the people watching today will start running to the salon and getting their hair done after all this hair talk. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you like the summer collection.
Hot hair, hot topics. Thank you so much. Lourd Ramos.
Tomorrow, we'll have Filipino Taekwondo athlete Pauline Lopez. She's a two-time gold medalist at the SEA Games, and she will talk to us about her sports advocacy. That's at noon, only here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. That's it for us today. It's Thursday, March 19. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea with zero filter. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Chal Lontoc. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel always.
Thanks for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's the Daily Bill.